Scan my card. Use the gun to start scanning UPC codes, make sure I'm not missing anything. Get to the screen where you put your payment in, and I swiped my card, and the screen went blank. So I figured, okay, maybe it just didn't read the card. So I swiped my card again, and it said, unable to read card. Now, it didn't say not approved or anything like that. It said that the card couldn't be read. That's different. So I'm like, okay. So I thought maybe it's damaged. So I got out another card. I swiped that card. Same message. Card cannot be read. Screen hasn't changed. So I went over it and I found the person that was managing this area, the employee, and I said, hey, my card's not working. And the first thing she did was roll her eyes at me like, well, you probably don't have enough money and you're just broke. And I said, so I preempted that by saying, it's not because the card wasn't approved. It's because it says that it can't read the card. I've used multiple cards in this machine and I can't read any of them. I said, can you save this transaction and print me out the UPC code from the receipt so that I can pick it up on another machine? Because I know they can do that. All retail stores can that have any kind of reading equipment, scanning equipment newer than the last year or so, 5 years probably. And she said, no, I can't. And I said, well, I think you can. I said, do we have to get some help? Is it that you can't do it? You can't do it? And she said, well, you'll have to wait. I'm with somebody else. Now, true, she was standing next to somebody, but she had said, can I help you, as she's helping this other person? So that's why I was talking to her. And I said, I understand you're with somebody. I said, I'll just go over here and wait for you. So I did. A couple of minutes goes by. She comes over. And she's mumbling under her breath, ain't nobody going to tell me what I can and can't do. And I could hear it clearly, even though she's mumbling it just to get it out of her system. Obviously, she doesn't like her job. So I said, excuse me? She goes, what will I do? And I explained the whole thing again. And she said, well, I can't freeze this transaction and move it to another machine. You're going to have to go scan everything all over again. Now, for anybody that has had a large number of items in their cart, that's probably not your first choice, right? So I said, there's no way that you can freeze this transaction and pick it up on another machine. She goes, no. I'm like, fine. You have a good day. I took the high road on this one. I had an insult ready to go, but I held it in. So I deserve extra credit today.